And we are live. Alright, hello everyone. It's been a few days since I've streamed. I just got back from skiing. So, just right now going up this tree to clear it out so I can begin work on the next building in Central. I need to make room in my inventory first. Okay. Okay, I'm on my way. Hold up. I see you've finished the office area now. Okay, cool. Anyways. I noticed. There's a bit of it that I want to get rid of, but, just because there are some areas around this centerpiece which I want to make some small houses. Maybe, like, back here or something, I want to rebuild Waffles' old house. Anyways, I'm gonna go mining now. For first, I should go empty my inventory of anything I don't need. Maybe. Well, I might build, like, rebuild Waffles' house, but the rest of it will still be a park. Yeah, but that's also not your business, and also, the fact that half of Uno is built using, like, buildings that have two materials max on them, usually wood and cobblestone, so you saying that our buildings are bland is a bit hypocritical. The path was fine, but whatever. I also still don't get what you mean by a parking lot area. There was nowhere that looked like a parking lot in Hong Kong. Like, nowhere. Okay, so that does not look like a parking lot. Then why were you saying that it looked like a parking lot when you know it didn't? Alright, I'm gonna burn down Uno real quick. And since I'm admin, I can't get banned, so... Well, I can't ban myself from my own SMP, so, there's nothing really you can do, so, once I'm done this... I love when I get disconnected. Alright, I'm back. Let me open up the stream on my channel. Alright, yep, one watching. Hi. Oh, up. You little... Jackson, Newberry, hi. Beluga, the cat head. Alternate history question. What would British ocean liners look like if the Central Powers won World War One? I don't know. Wait, what? No. Don't type in that link. No one type in that link. Also, Pokemon, he's talking about World War One. My goodness. Still though, no one type in that link. Is it my fault for being very curious about trying to look up that link? Also, that pop-up is outdated because Iron isn't even in the server anymore. Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to mind that. Jeez, that goes far down. I put a bucket of water at the bottom of that just so that if I ever fall, which I inevitably will because I'm clumsy, I won't die. Jeez, Pokemon's a bit full of himself today. My goodness, it looks like a utopia. Wow. Yep, that makes sense. Pokemon hit his head yesterday and now he's nutting over his city. It's funny, I kind of knew that Confederate flag, stuff would not have civil comments, but it's funny how people just do not do their research. I already replied to that comment, but what I should have said was, facts don't care about your feelings. What are your thoughts on the USS Yacht? Oh my god, no. Finally, Hong Kong has something we built that looks nicer than Uno, our caves. Ayo, you use Grindr? The dating app for gay people? Pokemon, no offense, that would make that makes a lot of sense now that I know. I haven't streamed in a few days, but probably tomorrow going to be another Queen of the North Blender stream because I just haven't worked on it in a while. I don't have any blueprints for the upper decks, though, is the problem. So the rest of it was pretty easy. It was tracing the dots, but now I'll actually have to do it myself. Maybe I should ask Lego if he has deck plans to the Queen of the North, because he knows quite a bit about that stuff. I don't think he does, but... Oh. Ooh, I found a cave. Ooh. Huh? Oh my god. Yeah. Good story, Pokemon. Good story. What? Did you realize that there was no Herobrine and that Herobrine's not real? Ooh, I found iron. It did not spawn while you were mining. That is not how Minecraft works. Does it? I don't believe it. He told me Herobrine wasn't real, and so did Dream. Go. Alright, 1, 2, 3, almost 3 stacks of deep slate. I'll get 4 stacks and I'll begin work on the next Hong Kong skyscraper. Interesting. I'm not actually finding many, oh, never mind. I was gonna say I'm not finding many, ore when I mine this little project here, but then I just found, like, a ton of iron. Actually, I've actually had quite a few iron ingots on me for I don't know how long, or like raw iron on me for ages, and now I should probably start smelting that. I love how we're getting to the stage in this server where we've developed so much that finding any ore is kind of just a regular occurrence.
There you are, Ocean.
Oh, Hoodby, hello, we're live.
I'm good. Good. I'd like to tell everyone a story.
Oh boy. Pokemon, this says in the Minecraft chat.
One time, there was once a man named James Caster. He was born into a poor family in the beginning of the 20th century.
Pokemon said, here we go.
Born into a poor family in the beginning of the 20th century. At the age of 10, His family was very poor. And when he turned the age of 10, his father got a job as a fireman on one of the local steamships. He would often take James with him. He would have to be away from his family for several months on end. Because of this, James loved ships.
I have Pokemon. As an American, what do you
Fascinating
think of the
ships.
Confederate flag, considering I just made a video about its
James was
origins?
fascinated
Oh,
with everything to do with ships. James was fascinated in ships. He would often, when James got older,
well, Pokemon, the
Not
thing
to
is, the
think about
Confederate
all that.
flag was made after the Civil War, based on
What's James-
a flag that was actually used during the Civil War. So basically, since you probably haven't seen the video, so after the Civil War, after the South lost the Civil War, they decided, or the KKK made a flag for themselves, and they based that flag off a flag that had been used by the Army of Northern Virginia in the Civil War, and they rectangularified one of their battle flags, and they called it the Confederate flag, despite the fact that it was never actually used by the Confederacy. Eventually, that flag would spark the heritage not hate debate. So technically, it's not a piece of treason, but it is a piece of racism. And so people in my comments are, in that video, or at least one person, is very not happy about the fact that I offended one of the symbols of his great ideology of racism.
May I continue now?
Yes.
As James Castor got older, he thought to himself, why are ships so slow? Why can't ships be faster? So for the rest of his
Yes,
life, for
Pokemon.
50 years, set out to figure out that question.
Eventually, he would rename himself Frowny.
No, this is a different person altogether. By the 1940s, he had a vision. It just happened, and he quickly drew this vision on a piece of paper. Quickly drew it on a piece of paper, and what he drew in that piece of paper looked like a very crude image of the Damon Fast Ferry 4212. He drew a very crude version of what it looked like today as the Damon Fast Ferry 4212.
Oh.
For the next 10 years, he spent all the money building it. Finally, in the early 60s, he actually built it. He had it built. Since spending all the time on that, he only ever had 2 sons. He never had time to have a daughter. He thought of the fairy as his daughter. Thus he named it Siren Castor. Siren Castor, during its maiden voyage, was able to exceed 200 knots. Siren Castor exceeded 200 knots. Completely blew speed records by. Sat quite comfortably, would sit quite comfortably at 200 knots while doing it. Powered by 8 water jets and 4 modified aircraft engines.
I feel like one more level in my big mining project of mining out an entire chunk will finally be done. Actually, I think I might need to go deeper if I want it to be an entire chunk, but still, it is I've mined out so much of this. It's good that it's finally ending.
Powered by 4 modified airplane engines, Siren Castor exceeded 200 knots and sat quite happily, comfortably there. Would be quite comfortable doing it too. He had so much success with this project that he decided he wanted to build another one, capable of exceeding 500, which he would call Dragon Knight.
Oh god, one of my tonsils feels weird. I'm about to go on a cruise soon. Is that a bad sign? It's probably nothing.
Until Siren Castor be loved by many. Until, due to an unfortunate series of events, regarding poor, thick fog visibility, thick fog, and many other circumstances, Siren Castor would collide at 200 knots with a wooden passenger ferry, small wooden passenger ferry. Due to how he designed it, the 2 front catamaran hulls were tipped with lead and cast iron to make it able to cut through ice and anything in its way, such as logs and anything. Due to them being tipped,
Pokemon just
Siren
typed in chat,
Castor-
preach Hoobi. What? Preach what? Hoobi is a god now. Hoobi is Pokemon's savior.
Siren Castor ended up cleanly tearing the entire wooden ferry in half without sustaining any damage to the front of it. Almost everyone on board that wooden ferry lost their lives because of it. And afterward, James Castor was ashamed of himself. He then took every single evidence existed of Siren Castor and had it burnt.
Alright, I've got enough Geek
Erased and
Slate. I'm
burnt.
now going to start work on
Now
the
if-
tower.
Which now means every evidence of Siren Castor is now erased. It never existed.
I might need to go get a lozenge after this stream, but I really don't want to. Oh,
He then took what he had built of the Dragonite and the Siren Castor and sealed it away. Sealed it away in a warehouse somewhere. It could be a guarded secret from the family. Guarded family secret. James Cat would pass away somewhere in the early 1980s.
well then, if all evidence is gone, then how the heck do you know about it?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
In the early 2000s, James forgot something very important. Inside, Damon Shipyards bought one of James's old warehouses he used to use, and inside they discovered filing cabinet containing what would be the original drawings of Siren Caster. Damon Shipyards ended up stealing these documents and using them and botching and creating a monstrosity of a machine called Damon Fastferry 4212. Creating that ferry.
Basically, Pokemon Hoobi saying there was a fast ferry that was so fast that it cut a wooden ship in half, so they sealed away all the evidence, but then a shipyard was buying the old warehouse to use for one of their ships, and they found all of the evidence of the disaster, and so that's how we know.
No. That's not how we know, though. The only thing they found were the blueprints of it, and what they used. And they used those blueprints to create the monstrosity known as the Damon Fastferry 4212. A complete and utter disaster, a monstrosity of a machine. Only able to exceed 40 knots. And Ocean, as you can see, I'm on that monstrosity of a creation as we speak.
Wait. You're on a fast ferry?
You know which Fastferry that is.
Hulo.
Yes.
Oh. It literally looks like a
ferry they
plane!
bought.
It's literally even got the tray tables.
Yep.
Is there anything
But
else
it's
interesting in the ship, or is it just all that? Just all plain interior?
Yes.
Ah. Well, stream, unfortunately you can't see, but Hoobi, who's in the VC with us, is, he's
you go.
on a fast ferry.
There you go. But, Ocean, I'm on the monstrosity.
Does that mean that if you see a wooden ferry, then it's gonna die?
No. It only goes 40 knots, but no, they botched the ever-living crap out of the design and created the 4212, only able to go 40 knots instead of Siren Caster's 200.
Alright, deep slate
Sinking
tiles.
when hitting, basically damaging itself when hitting a log.
There is so many
Everything
freaking...
stuck.
There's, like, so many
is
layers, of, like, things you need to make deep slate whatever I'm trying to make.
It is the complete opposite of a masterpiece of perfection. And how I know about it is because of my other identity,
George
who I truly am.
Christopher
My
Ferry?
name is Noah Caster.
Dun 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 dun.
And what I'm right now on is the monstrosity that is my great grandfather's, the botched monstrosity of my great grandfather's creation. I'm the last descendant of the casters that actually even cares about it. Casters, of course, we all know about
Pokemon says he knew it.
everything. As member of the Caster family, we know the story, and we also know where Siren Caster is. And we also know where Siren Caster was
Did they scrap it?
sealed. No, James sealed it away in a cave, a warehouse somewhere, along with
I knew
Dragonite.
that you were Something something Castor. I knew it.
The great-grandson of James Castor.
Oh my goodness,
I
I
am the
knew it. I did not
great-grandson.
take
I'm one of the-
Pokemon's joke there. Oh my goodness, I knew it.
I'm one of the great-grandsons of James Castor. There are many.
Did I disconnect,
Many
or was that Hoobie? Oh, no.
descendants of the Castors. The Castors split off into 4 families. After James, the Castors split off into 4 families, each having their own sons and daughters.
Oh.
Both Castors. We swear to protect the Siren Castor and Dragon Knight.
Are you gonna
Oh, the
be the
day
one that
comes.
breaks that tradition? Are you gonna
No.
take the ship out?
Shush.
You should take the ship out, give it to PC
Listen.
Fairies, and then
Listen.
Frowny wouldn't complain.
Listen to me. We are to protect the Siren Castor till such day as when we get it, as when she's free to sail the land again.
The land?
Sail the seas again.
Alright, time to begin work on the new building. It's unnamed currently.
The true reason I wanted to drive below that is the closest thing driving my great grandfather's creation. The reason I wanted to drive a Hello Ferry was because it is the closest to driving Siren Castor
I
in
see.
preparation for the day of her return. Should you need to hear? This is odd. Do you want to know Do you want to know what most of the crew are on this
Okay.
thing? Blonde women in their late teens.
Tuh. Hulo, more like Hooters.
Yes.
I
Or the
hate
blonde
that I put all this
blonde
glass
girls
here
with
and now
white
I'm having to take it off and replace it with new glass. Because when you break glass in Minecraft, it doesn't drop. You simply just lose it.
Yeah. Unless you have Silk Touch.
Oh.
I think if you have Silk Touch, you can get it back.
Oh. But yeah, I'm replacing the glass with glass panes because it looks better. You'll see on
Yeah, it
stream
does.
what I mean. Yeah. Especially when you're making,
But anyway,
especially when you're making the
that's
walls
the
out
back-
of the wall blocks, it just looks better.
Anyway, Ocean, that's the backstory to my Fast Ferry in Stormworks.
Oh. Yeah, how is that coming along? Like, is it, like, done? Ready? Or...
Oh, it's not done, but it's nearly there. It needs a new cooling system. It needs a revised cooling system.
Ah.
Cooling system's not able to cool it enough. Hey, Darcy. Good. I haven't seen Chris. That's been a while. I see Mike Meredith. He's doing well. Yeah. It's on telephone. Yeah, he wants me to restore. What's that? He wants me to restore this telephone for him. Mike does? Yes. Nice. I have one myself that's Mine's the desk model, but that one in mine works. I had to bring it all the way back and to fix it in the lowest workshop.
Oh, yes. Funny enough, Chris will be on this boat tomorrow. So,
Who is that,
What do you
Hoobie?
mean he's going to be on?
he'll be on here tomorrow.
Is he traveling on it, or?
Yeah, he's got the courses in Vancouver he's got to take, so
Ah,
he'll be on the boat.
tell him I said hi.
Yeah, I will.
Tell him
I won't see him till tomorrow night on his way home.
This is the last time I'm going to be here.
What's that?
Because me and my friend are starting to drive up.
Oh, okay. All right on.
So I thought I'd come one last time.
Wait, Hoobie, you're gonna be driving the Hulo ferry?
Well, nice seeing you as
Yeah,
always.
I hope I can come back in about a year or two and get my SVLP, which is very soon,
Right on. Good for you.
February.
What are you doing the boat?
Richmond,
Pokemon sleep, please.
safe. Near Easton and Dee's Dock, actually. It's right next to Dee's Dock. We're near that.
D's dock? Are you sure you're not
Yeah.
trying to pull a D's?
Something you might want to. Are you familiar with a vessel called House Sound Queen?
Yep. I know that.
Its sister ship was sadly retired just recently.
Oh, yeah.
You mean the main
Hell,
queen?
it's called. It's still served in Quebec on the St. Lawrence, where
Okay.
it used to.
Pokemon, before you
House
leave,
Sound
sleep,
Queen
please.
served. Sadly, it was retired just recently.
Oh, yeah.
Out of operating condition.
That happens.
I'll quickly just show you a photo of it. You can go. Lucian L.
Oh my gosh, Pokemon, I'm gonna kill
You
you.
look almost identical to how some. Both look the same.
Hoobie, are you talking about the main queen?
Where were they built?
St. Lawrence, Quebec.
Where are they?
That's the House Sound Queen's sister ship.
Oh, yeah.
And well, it used to have both of them used to be the side like this with a weird
Yeah.
thing. If you see
Sorry,
no picture
chat,
of the
we're
house,
just overhearing their
they
conversation.
changed the Lucianel differently. They did a different refit to it.
Oh, okay.
They sadly retired it about 2 years ago.
It happens.
Anyways, yeah, well, Santa Chris for me. So yeah.
Huh.
And that was Darcy.
Who?
Darcy, former
Oh,
chief
there's a
officer on
flock of pillagers there. All right.
former chief officer on the Queen of Cowichan.
All right. There's a ton of pillagers. Get the defenses ready.
I was there on his retirement voyage.
The House Sound Queen?
There on his, no, Darcy's retirement.
Oh. Wait.
also goodbye to him
Is
on
he
the
like a
couch.
transit enthusiast? Is he a BC Ferries employee?
He's a worker. He was the chief officer on the Queen of Cowichan.
Oh wow.
He was an officer on board the Queen of Cowichan. I was there when on his retirement day.
Oh wow.
And, you want to know what I was doing on his retirement?
What?
They're all having a celebration with cake on the bridge. And do you know what I was doing there?
What?
When they were just all crazy on the bridge? I was trying to steer the ship in hand.
Huh. Oh my! I just defeated all of those pillagers quickly. I love how my sword is now a one-shot sword for most pillagers. Oh, I have so many arrows in me.
Basically, we had like 8 people other than me and the officer. Me and the officer and the captain. There were 8 other people, chief steward, all the other crews were all on the bridge having cake and laughing.
And
Well, I
you were
was
steering the ship.
I was literally at the helm, the giant metal wheel, trying to keep the ship straight while they were all distracting everything. All laughing and distracting and having cake and everything. While me and the officer were trying to steer the ship. He was able to. He was at the throttles. I was at the, and then I was steering, and then just randomly I just hear 090, whatever.
Oh, come on, not another
Roger
creeper.
that.
Oh, that creeper blew up, and that is so much deep slate. Oh my freaking goodness.
Randomly just hear like 090 from the officer. You always say that.
Mm.
You see like 090. Give me a course randomly while everyone was laughing at it. He'd sort of speak up a bit louder or sort of yell a bit. He's like 090.
Hmm.
And I know that course was for. I knew that course would have been for me.
Yeah.
And I would have, and then sometimes I would have just said, "What course do you want me to do?" Sometimes while they're doing that, I would have to yell back, "What course was that?" It's like 090. Okay. I kept the couch in fairly straight, considering how badly that thing steers on its own.
My god, that is actually so much deep slate. That's more deep slate than I need for the towers, my god.
Considering how somewhat stiff the wheel is. It's a slightly stiff metal wheel. You saw the Oak Bay's wheel, right?
Yeah.
The Oak Bay's wheel is smaller. It's like
Mm.
3 times smaller than the Cowichan's wheel.
Oh.
The Cowichan's wheel is giant. It is a giant thing, that wheel. And no, it's not like the older ones. Cowichan's equipment have giant wheels, but they're not like the Surrey's or Alberni's wheel they don't have spokes in them.
Huh.
Yes, the Surrey and Alberni have spokes in their wheels. They're not made of wood, but they have spokes. The only BC ferries that have wooden wheels with spokes there are only 2 vessels currently that have wooden wheels with spokes.
What are those?
The Tay-Check and the Queen of New Westminster.
Ah.
Yeah, the Queen of New Westminster has a wooden spoked wheel. Wonderful wheel. Both the Tay-Check and the New Westminster were wonderful to drive. With their wood. The Surrey and Alberni, they were also wonderful with their spoked wheels. From what I know, the Quadra Queen will be wonderful. From what I've heard, it has its original console. From rumors of that, from what I've heard, and it does not have the original wooden wheel, but it has a very old metal spoked wheel, and it has air throttles. From what I know. They're trying to use your rival.
We'll give you instructions when you take this mark. We'll start with guests from the upper deck first, and start guests from the lower deck by row. Before leaving, please make sure you have all your personal belongings with you. Also, take care when using the stairways and the gangway and the rails provided. Finally, on behalf of the crew, thank you for choosing to travel with the load. Hope you enjoyed your journey with us. See you again soon.
You will never see me again.
What do you mean this is like your last trip or something?
Pardon me?
What do you mean this is like your last trip or something?
Once I step off this vessel, I am never going to step back on it for probably 2 years.
Wait,
2
why?
3 years. You're cutting out, Ocean. I can't hear you.
Why?
They are stupid and useless. utterly useless.
So you're just gonna use BC Fairies instead.
You are cutting out ocean.
So you're just going to use BC Fairies instead?
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And as soon as I step off this, you're never gonna see me again. You're gonna cry and cry and cry.
Mhm.
It's all gonna be worthless. Yeah, but- The final letter has been given to them. The final letter was given. Can you guess what it said?
What?
It's the exact thing I said to you.
That's just a theory?
What?
Never mind.
You're cutting out again, Ocean.
No, never mind what I said.
What did you say?
Nothing. You said the same thing that I said to you, and then I said it's just a theory?
You're cutting out again, Ocean.
Oh my goodness. It's called being in the middle of nowhere on a fair. Also, Hoobie's gone. Okay. Well, it's just me and you, chat. Me, you, and the 2 people that are in chat right now.
There you are, Ocean. Stop cutting out on me.
It's the fact that you're in the middle of nowhere using data.
I'm using unlimited data in the middle of the Strait of in the middle of the Burrard Inlet.
You're still on the ferry?
Yeah, I'm in the middle of the Burrard Inlet. It cannot be me.
Oh.
Because it'll take
sure.
a million years to dock.
Hmm.
Literally a million years.
I can attest to that. I saw them try to dock the thing.
Yeah. They still haven't, and they've been doing this for 4 months.
Hmm.
They still don't know how to do it. But, do you know what's in the letter yet? Have you guessed yet?
No.
What did I tell you in the beginning as soon as I joined?
I don't know. I forgot. All right, that's
Really?
that's the foundations. No,
What did I tell you?
I
did I
don't
tell
know. I don't know.
Yes, you do. I told you it for almost half an hour.
Well, I don't remember. So.
The story of
Oh, come on. I got myself
James-
stuck in a fish farmer. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna drown in here, then I'm gonna end the stream. So, guys, thank you for watching the stream. There's not really anything else I want to do. See you guys. Dum. 3, 2,